Welcome. Let's start with the hands-on Python session. To begin with, if you are on Windows platform like me, I assume most of you will be familiar with Windows platform. So I chose Windows platform. So you will get a command shell like this, which is called PowerShell. So we will be using PowerShell extensively. So if you open a PowerShell, the moment you install Anaconda properly, if you launch a PowerShell, you should see a prompt like this. And if it is having a base in the very beginning, meaning your Python Anaconda has been installed properly. Next step to check is just say Python. You should see the Python version that is being made use of. So in this case, it is 3.9.13. Next, what you can do is let's say you have installed NumPy, add-on package for Python. So if you say import NumPy, you should not get any error. Yes, you'll see no error here. Next, what you can do is print NumPy version. See 1.21.5. So yeah, NumPy is installed properly on this Python. So next you can do is try some very simple program. So what you can do is let's say yeah, for I in range 10. Okay, press a tab because it expects a tab. Okay, print I. Okay, next you press enter. Yeah, see here it started from 0 till 9, meaning your Python is installed properly. Next, what you can do is exit this prompt. Okay, yeah, like one of the university I saw, uh, is recommending uh, idle prompt for doing Python coding. So you can launch idle like this. So this is a very crude IDE. I will not call it as so you can just say I will not even call it as IDE. This comes pre-bundled with Python. So here you can type the way we did earlier for I in range say 20. The moment you start typing, see it gives a documentation of range. Start, stop, step, meaning from where we start. Okay, uh, and stop and step, like where from where we start, where we end, and in what steps we increment. Okay, so let's not go into that. You can do like this and then print I. Okay, this is one way of doing it. And like what you can do is file you have to save. I'll not save it. You have to save and run it. So one of the university recommending idle, so I'm just showing idle. But we are using more sophisticated IDE, that is that is this one, VS Code. So let's stick to VS Code. In industry, etc., you generally make use of a powerful IDE like VS Code or PyCharm or something similar as powerful as them. The Anaconda installation, what we were talking about, like this is another way of checking it. So see here, there are two environments. Like one is called Base and another one is called AutoGluon. So I have installed Base for machine learning and AutoGluon for deep learning. So AutoGluon has advanced libraries like TensorFlow, PyTorch, and AutoGluon, etc. AutoGluon is for ML, but PyTorch, TensorFlow, etc. are installed on AutoGluon. Base is some simple base environment. Now what can be done is you can just say environment. Okay, the moment you say environment, if base is chosen here, you will see all 424 packages available for this base. Okay, so all their versions are also printed over here. So to very simple Python programs may not need any additional packages, but for more sophisticated programs, as you'll see, like if you have to send a HTTP request, get a JSON response, you will need packages called request, etc. For that reason, I'm covering it here. Okay, you can keep on updating. Make sure your Python environment is always latest. Next is like in Python, this VS Code. I assume you have already installed the VS Code on your platform. If not, please install it immediately. Next thing, what you do is like you go to you will see something like this. First, click on the extension. So now I'll just say Python here. I recommend you to install Microsoft provided Python extension. So this will ensure your environment is perfect. Everything that is required to run a Python program comes with this. So you just say here. Uh, Documentation is here. So this is by Microsoft, 67 million installations have already happened, 513 four-star ratings, and this is 2022 16.1. So the moment you install this, you will get all other Microsoft relevant Python extensions installed on your machine. Okay, next thing that you do is, yeah, VS Code in the background makes use of okay, VS Code in the background makes use of Python as an engine for running. So next thing what you do is you need to make sure here you have set the thing properly here. So here base 3.9.13 is chosen. So you will have to set this thing properly here. And if needed, you can make use of extension called tab9. This is AI powered auto completion extension. I'm not sure whether your universities will allow you to install a tab9 because it gives what do you say additional capabilities to your power coding. When I say coding becomes fast. But of course, one thing is you can always use this one, Intelli. Okay, IntelliSense API. So this is IntelliCode AI assisted development and IntelliCode API usage examples, so that you don't have to remember all the APIs that you will be needing for your coding. So it assists you with all the APIs, documentation, and other things that you require. So API usage examples, it readily shows GitHub, in the GitHub, who has coded, whoever has coded in the past, those examples it shows. I'll show it in the due course, but make sure IntelliCode and IntelliCode API usage examples are also installed as extensions in your Python environment. Okay, so next is you have to, whenever you want tree view, just press explore here. That should show all the files that you have in this directory. Yeah, so that is where pretty much it. So we'll start with first example with this precursor. So the examples that I have chosen for this Python labs are from this syllabus. There is a university called, there's one university in India. So it has some 10 set of assignments for students at fourth semesters and seven semesters. I have chosen these 10 examples, 10 assignments, and we will be doing these assignments in due course. So Yeah, like let's meet in the subsequent section on assignment number 1. Till then, thank you.